Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over my full 1:400 scale aircraft collection. This is every aircraft I use or have used on my airport. I'm not including two models because I'm in the process of selling them, and that is the Emirates A380 and the Sun Country 737. So I'm going to be starting with the cargo aircraft, then go on to military, then on to all of my commercial passenger aircraft. So I'll start here with this Gemini Jets Interactive Series Atlas Air 747-8. Then here is a FedEx MD-11 by Gemini Jets. Then from Gemini Max, which is part of Gemini Jets, we have this US Air Force C-17 Globemaster that is based in Alaska. Then we have this, let's get a better angle on that one. We have this Royal Air Force C-130 Hercules, obviously retired now, based in RAF Lynham. Now moving on to passenger aircraft, we first of all have the regional jets. Now the way I've set this up is, other than the regional jets, it's by airline. I've separated the regional jets because they're smaller and a little bit out of place, I think, when with the other aircraft. So I'm starting here with this Alaska Embraer E170. It's a really nice model actually. This is from Gemini Jets. And this Embraer 175 with American Eagle, also from Gemini Jets. I will say a majority of these are from Gemini Jets. A United Express CRJ 150 from Gemini Jets. 150, I meant to say 550. CRJ 550 from Gemini Jets. Here we have this Delta Airlines Gemini Jets A220-100. Moving on to the non-regional jets, we were starting with Delta because they're the largest airline I have a collection for. So we have this Delta 737-800 from Gemini Jets. All of my Delta planes are from Gemini Jets, I'll say that so I don't have to say Gemini Jets each time. We have this Delta 737-900ER. This Delta 737-900ER, another one of those. Delta 757-300. Now this is an interesting one actually because I flew this exact aircraft back from Kona in 2018, I believe. Here we have a model you won't have seen before actually, a Delta A321neo. This is from Panda Models, the only one not from Gemini Jets. I have a bit of a problem with this model actually, so I won't be buying from Panda Models again because this model is not the best quality. I mean, overall it looks nice, but when I got it, the wing was hanging off and the left landing gear keeps on falling out, which is a problem with a few of my aircraft, but this one especially I don't think I'll be getting from Panda Models again. Here we have a Delta 717-200, Delta A321-200, Delta A350-900. Now moving on to a new airline here, one you won't have seen in the airport updates yet. This is Southwest. Now I only have two Southwest planes and they are both in special liveries because I went on the Midwest Model Store and got some delivered to Florida and I couldn't find any in the regular livery, in the regular Heart livery. So I've decided just to get these two, and I might have a look on Aircraft Model Store later to try and get some in the Heart livery. So here we have in the Herbert D. Keller or Desert Gold livery the Southwest 737 MAX 8. Then in California 1 livery here, Southwest 737-700, both of these by Gemini Jets. And back here is a United 737-800 from Gemini Jets. Here we have an American 737-800 in the One World livery from Gemini Jets. And moving on to Hawaiian. Here we have a Hawaiian A321neo from Gemini Jets. It's one of the first models I ever got, and I do love it. It's still one of my favourites. I think anyone you start your collection with is always going to be a favourite. And overall, I just love the livery as well. Now here is a very special model to me, my other Hawaiian Airlines model, the Hawaiian 767-300. Not this exact aircraft, but the aircraft type and airline I did fly for my first flight ever to Hawaii, which I flew to Kahului on one of these 767s. They're lovely aircraft, really do love the livery. I still love the old Hawaiian livery. As much as the new one is very nice, I think I might prefer this one. And overall, these 767s, as much as they won't be very useful in their model airport update, they do mean quite a lot to me. So moving on to JetBlue now, we have this JetBlue A321neo, also from Gemini Jets. And from NG Models here, we have this JetBlue A321-200. And here we have another JetBlue plane you won't have seen for a while or ever, because it's very broken. The engine is hanging off, as you can see, and there is no landing gear. If you notice, no landing gear wheels on there. So I've never included this in update. It's the JetBlue Good Livery A320-200. My only A320 actually. because I only have the A321s, but I need to get an A320. I might start a Spirit collection at some point to try and get one of these aircraft, because I do really like them. It's just I haven't been able to find one that I wanted for any airline, really. Now for Alaska, we have a Alaska 737 MAX 9 from Gemini Jets in the West Coast Wonders livery. Again, really nice livery. I would like to get, even though they don't fly anymore, the Spirit of the Islands 737-800. I just love that livery so much. Okay, moving on to Virgin Atlantic, which is the second biggest collection. You will have a few aircraft here that you won't have seen in model airport updates before. So I'm going to go over them now. So we have from Gemini Jets the Virgin Atlantic A340-600. Really lovely model. I've had this one for ages now. And then here we have the first of the A350. So I've got the Virgin Atlantic A350-1000 GV Eve. Difference about this one is made by NG models, and also this GV Eve is in the leisure configuration, which means it only has 16 upper class seats instead of the regular 44 that you'll find on most A350s. Then here we have from Gemini Jets, this was the first A350 I got, GV XWB, not a real registration, but this was before they knew what the reg was going to be. They released this model. I do really like it. Unfortunately, the landing gear has started to break, so I always use GV Eve now for my updates, so you'll never see this one update, but I do want to keep it. Let's move on here. See this Virgin Atlantic 787-9. Really like this one, again, in most updates. Then my favourite Virgin Atlantic model, you have the Virgin Atlantic 747-400 in the older livery. I love this livery. Probably one of my favourite airline liveries ever. It's very nostalgic for me, so I always used to fly these to Florida back when I was younger, and it means quite a lot as well, because I spend quite a lot of time on Virgin Atlantic, so seeing this livery does bring back a few memories. So I love this model. Wish I could include it in more videos, but obviously with those 747-400s being retired now, there's no opportunity to include it. I might do one day, but at the moment I won't. It did used to be in my old updates, which I've gotten rid of now because I didn't like the quality of them. But yeah, this is a lovely model, and I'll move on now to British Airways. So here are my two BA aircraft. You can see there another retro plane. It's my British Airways 737-200 in the Olympics livery. Very interesting plane. I think this might have been the first 1-400 model that I got that wasn't given to me, that I actually bought, and this was before I had my airport, because the Hawaiian A321 was the first aircraft I bought specifically for the airport, and then this one was the first one I just got to have as a model back when I must have been about 12. So it's a lovely collection, addition to my collection, and I do really like the 737-200. I don't know who makes this one, because I don't know where the box has gone, and I didn't really recognise it. I believe it might be Phoenix, but don't hold me to that, I don't really know. So moving on here is this British Airways 787-9 from NG models. Then we have this Aer Lingus A330-300 from Gemini Jets. Then my first and only Phoenix model, well, that might change shortly, is this Phoenix A330-300 from Scandinavian Airlines. I might be getting rid of this one shortly, well, not shortly, but at some point in the future, because it is in the old livery, and I might get another airline, such as Korean Air or JAL, to replace it, because I am missing an Asian carrier, and this being West Coast California airport, I think it could really add to the airport with one of those. Then finally here, we have this KLM A330-200 from Gemini Jets. Now I'm just going to zoom out here just to show you most of the collection. You will notice some progress has been done on the airport as well, but this is the collection here. I do really like it. I'm trying to expand it as much as I can, but there was a while where I didn't buy any aircraft, so I am starting to get back into it though, collecting these aircraft, and I do really like all of them. There are no aircraft that I dislike on here. I do like all of them, all being good quality, and as much as I have moaned about some of them, I think, especially this Panda Models one here, I think there is always a fix for everything, and I am going to keep it, but I might get an NG one as well. But I'd like to thank you all for watching. Sorry if I've rambled on a bit about my aircraft. I do have a lot to say about them, but I've tried to keep it nice and short. Thank you for watching, and I will hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.